Hello students, welcome to my channel Study Hub. So those who have not seen the yesterday's video, so go to the I button or I will give you at the end screen. Okay, follow this. So today I will discuss about the redox reaction part 2. Yesterday I have discussed about the redox reactions, electronic transfer competition, oxidizing agent, reducing agent, all these things, and some of the examples, the common examples both as redox as well as that is the oxidizing as well as reducing agents, examples, all those things. Now today I will discuss the new thing, oxidation number. Oxidation number. What is oxidation number? Oxidation number of a atom or ion in a species is that actual charge it is or appears to be. Okay, oxidation number of an element or atom in a given species appears to the charge actually present or appears to be present on it. Oxidation number may be positive, may be negative, may be fraction, may be fractions, may be zero, may be fractions. Positive, negative, zero, fractions. All this may be oxidation number. I will discuss one by one. Okay. So oxidation number change with change in valency. Okay. So what is valency and what is oxidation number? What is the difference? Valency is the combining capacity of an atom with another atom or element. And what is oxidation number? It is the charge actually present in or appears to be present in it. And valency is purely a number and has no negative or positive or fractional value. It is purely a number, but oxidation number may be negative, positive, zero, fraction. Okay. So this is the difference. Valency do not change with change in oxidation number. Valency do not change with change in oxidation number. As for example, valency of carbon always 4, but oxidation number of carbon in different element, different compound is different. Same thing, oxidation number will changes with change in valency. Oxidation number changes with change in valency. FeCl3 इसमें FeCl2, this is the valency is different, but oxidation number also change. Clear? Suppose Mn, oxidation number of Mn in different compound is different. KMnO4, MnO2 is different. Okay. Next, come how to find the oxidation number, and then will come the how to balance with the oxidation number, how to balance an equation with oxidation number, and what is the application of oxidation number. So now discuss the calculation of oxidation number, how to calculate, how to find out the oxidation number. So before finding the oxidation number, you should have to remember some rules, some fixed rules. What is that? First is, you have to remember this. All are in this book, so don't get pressure. I am describing a little bit. First, oxidation number of atom, that is the oxidation number of an atom in a pure state, that is the elementary state, is 0. Okay, suppose copper, that is oxygen, that is nitrogen, elementary state, okay, that is NaO3, elementary state, it will be 0. That is in all elementary state. Oxidation number of element in elementary state will be 0. First rule. Anything, phosphorus, P4, F, anything, whatever, elementary state, it is 0. Clear? Number two, this, in case of ion, suppose Al3 plus, Zn 2 plus, S2 minus, SO4 2 minus, NO3 minus. What is this? In case of ion, in ionic condition, the oxidation number will be the charge in it. That is in case of aluminium +3, it is the ionic condition. It is also ionic condition. So in this case, the oxidation number will not be 0 in that elementary state. It will be the value of, that is in case of aluminium, oxidation number will be 3 plus 3. In case of this, oxidation number +2. In case sulfur, oxidation number -2. It is also -2. It is -1. In this way, that is a charge within it. Clear? The number 2 is completed. Number 3. What is the number 3? The algebraic sum. The algebraic sum of all the oxidation number in a compound must be equals to 0. Algebraic sum of all the oxidation number in a compound will be 0. Clear? As for example, suppose KMNO4, this is the compound, K2Cr2O7, this is a compound. So whatever may be the number, oxidation number, this plus this plus this, that is the algebraic sum of all this will be equals to 0. This is one of the rules. Next, what is this? The oxidation number of hydrogen or oxygen. First I say oxygen. First come oxygen. Then some exceptional rules of oxygen, then hydrogen, then halogen, then alkali metals, then earth metals, all are things, okay. So number 4 points or 5 points, oxidation number of oxygen, oxidation number of oxygen is always -2. Oxidation number of oxygen, number 4 or 5 point I note equals to -2, generally -2. But in case of peroxide, that is hydrogen peroxide, H2O2, hydrogen peroxide, H2O2, सोडियम पेरोक्साइड, पेरोक्साइड में कितना होगा -1, सुपर ऑक्साइड में कितना होगा -12, K2O सुपर ऑक्साइड में -12, पेरोक्साइड में -1 एंड नॉर्मली इट विल -2. क्लियर? बट O2F2 में कितना होगा? टेल मी. +1 OF2 +2. ओके, O2F2 +1, OF2 में +2. okay, this is the rules of, this is very important. Oxygen normally -2. Next come oxidation number of hydrogen. Oxidation number of hydrogen is normally +1. Hydrogen, fifth rule, hydrogen का oxidation number normally +1. But in case of hydride, metallic hydride, what will be this? In metallic hydride, it will be -1. Remember it? Normally +1. Is the exception? -1. Normally -2. peroxide में -1. सुपरऑक्साइड में -1. in O2F2 में +1. OF2 में +2. This is the variation. You have to remember. Clear? Sure. Okay. Next. In case of halogen, that is the chlorine, bromine, iodine. Halogen में number 6. Halogen. In case of halogen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. I'm writing very speedily. That is the halogen. Halogens का ऑक्सीडेशन नॉर्मली कितना होगा? 1 -1. Halogen, it is -1. But in oxoacid, oxoanion, it is +1, +3. ओके, जब HOCl3, इसमें क्या होगा? इसमें +3 होगा. ठीक है. ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर ऑफ ऑल अल्काली मेटल 7. All alkali metals, that is a group 1. Group 2, alkali metals. Oxidation number will be +1. Yeah. Alkali earth metals +2. Alkali earth metals +2. Alkali earth metals. It will be +2. Clear? Alkali earth metals, it will be +2. Next. See, in case of oxidation number of alkali earth metals, and you remember in case of group 13 onwards, group 1, group 2, okay, group 1, group 3 to 12, transition elements, a variable oxidation number. So after 13, 14, 15, 16, 13 onwards, the oxidation number will be what? Very important thing. What will be the number? After 13, group 13 से onward, that is the group number -10. This is the oxidation number of highest oxidation number. Highest oxidation number is group number -10. Highest oxidation number. As for example, aluminium. It is group number 13. That means group number 13 -10 equals to 3. That is the oxidation number of highest oxidation number of aluminium. 3. Highest oxidation number of sulfur, SF6. सल्फर का कितना होगा? 6. That is सल्फर कितना में? 16 sulfur. Yeah. That means group number means 10. Okay. 16 minus 10. That is 6. 16 group में है सल्फर. The oxidation number, highest oxidation number of sulfur, 16 minus 10 equals to 6. The highest oxidation number must not exceed the group number, equal to or less than equals to. Remember it. Highest oxidation number must not exceed than the group number. It may be equal or less. Okay. So now find out. I am giving the example how to find out the oxidation number of a compound. Next. মুছতে সময় লেগে যাচ্ছে. See. Suppose you have to find out the oxidation number of K2Cr2O7. K2Cr2O7. ये जो है, इसमें you have to तुमको निकालना होगा क्रोमियम का ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर और MnO2 माइनस, इसमें Mn का निकालना होगा. तो what is the process? So what we know? The algebraic sum of the oxidation number of all these things equals to 0. Let chromium be X. Let oxidation number of chromium be X. What do you know potassium? 1. 1 into 2 plus X into 2 plus oxygen का कितना? -2. -2 into 7. What is the algebraic sum of all this oxidation number? will be 0. I have told just a minute ago. 2 plus 2x minus 14 equals to 0. Clear? So 2x minus 12, 2x minus 12, 2x equals to 12, x equals to 6. Clear? Clear or not? 2, 7, 14, 2x, so x is 6, it is a plus 6. So chromium calculation number plus 6. Clear? Next, in this case, Mn2, let Mn be x, x plus oxygen, oxygen, 2 minus 2, the 2 into 2, 2 into minus 2 equals to minus 1. Clear? So x minus 4 equals to minus 1, x equals to 3. Clear? Minus 1 plus 4 plus 3, that is it will be plus 3, correct?
It's a redox reaction. So what is different type of redox reaction? There are mainly 4 types of reaction. A combination reaction, combination reaction. What is combination reaction? You have learned in class 10 also. So that is A plus B equals to C. That is Mg plus O equals to twice MgO. Twice Mg plus O2, twice MgO. This is the redox reaction and combination reaction. To prove it, it is redox reaction. How to prove? Mg out here, oxygen minus 2 plus 2, 0, 0. Clear? This is from here to here, oxidation number. That is the increase. That is, it is also decrease. This is increase, this is decrease. So this is increase, this is decrease. That is, this is oxidation. This is reduction. So this is a redox reaction. Clear? So I have to think I have to tell one thing. In terms of oxidation number, you have to give the definition of oxidation reduction. Okay, whatever I give you the definition in yesterday's classes, the oxidation is the addition of oxygen, something, loss of electron, gain of electron. But out here, in the terms of oxidation number, that is the oxidation number increase, that is the oxidation. Oxidation number decrease, reduction. You must remember it in the concept of oxidation number. It is increase to oxidation, decrease to reduction. So it is a redox reaction. Number two, what is number 2? Decomposition reaction. That is the decomposition, breaking NaH, calcium, potassium chloride, or anything decomposes in different kinds. NaH, Na plus H2, NaH, Na plus H2, okay, twice Na, twice NaH. This is a decomposition reaction. This is also redox reaction. You have to find out the oxidation number, find it and check it. Next, but all decomposition reactions are not redox reactions. That's why example CaCO3, calcium carbonate. If you decompose it is not the redox reaction. Then displacement reaction. Displacement reaction, one displace x plus yz, xz plus y, x plus yz is the displacement. This displacement reaction. Number 4, displacement reaction. This is number 3. Displacement reaction. X plus yz. Yeah, this x plus yz. It will be xz. Xz. That is y will be displaced. This y will be displaced out here. Displacement reaction. And this displacement reaction can be categorized two types. At a metal displacement reaction, at a non-metal displacement reaction. Non-metal. The metal displacement and non-metal displacement. Non-metal displacement reaction. Displacement reaction, this is x, y, z. This y is displaced by this is x, y to x, z and y. It is of two types, metal displacement and non-metal displacement. It is also a redox reaction. So all redox reactions you can prove by oxidation number sometimes it will increase, in other way it will decrease. So it is the oxidation reaction. The non-metal displacement, metal displacement reaction का एक example, vanadium pentoxide, V2O5, या V2O5, इसके साथ if it reacts with calcium, suppose calcium, what is the product? Vanadium plus what is this? CO, vanadium are not. You can balance it, but not square. You can balance it if you want to. Balance it. So if you find out the oxidation number, you will find in this case that is a 0. Vanadium, that is here to here, out here vanadium, you have to find out this +5. So +5 to 0, that is decrease of oxidation number, that is 0, 5 here, 0, 2, this will be +2, increase oxidation number, this is oxidation number increase, this is +2, this is decrease, and this is oxidation, this is reduction. So this is a redox reaction, clear? So I am giving one example of non-metal displacement. Non-metal displacement. Number means, suppose sodium plus H2O, that is NaOH plus H2. Example, Na plus H2O, sodium plus H2O. Then it will form NaOH plus H2. This present, it will be 0 out there, hydrogen out there 0. But here hydrogen will be what? Find out +1. It is 2. This +1. And this 2 decrease, reduction, and this is 2 oxidation. So it is a redox displacement reaction. Redox non-metal displacement reaction. Clear? So in this way you can practice it. Practice. Just you have to go through. You have to find out the oxidation number, both of these, and check which is oxidation, which is reduction. In this case, oxidation reaction takes place simultaneously. Okay? So, it will be, remember that oxidizing agents like KMnO4, K2CH27 can oxidize chlorine, bromine, iodine to chlorine atom, iodine atom, bromine atom. But no oxidizing agent is available to oxidize fluorine minus to fluorine, fluoride ion to fluorine. What I told? Fluoride to chloride chlorine, okay, bromide to bromine can be possible by means of KMnO4, by means of K2CH27. But normally there is no event, that is oxidizing agent available to convert F minus to F2. Clear? But oxidation of fluorine into fluorine fluoride ion into fluorine can be done only by electrolysis. Clear? Okay. It is very important. Remember it. Next, it is the next classification of different types of redox reaction is the next is
disproportionate reaction. What is disproportionate reaction? This is very important. Disproportionate reaction, it is a special kind of reaction. It is a special kind of reaction in which the same element undergoes oxidation as well as reduction. Okay? That is, an element in one oxidation state to simultaneously oxidized and reduced. Oxidized and reduced. Simultaneously, one element, same time, oxidized and reduced. That is one of the substance, that is one of the reacting substance in a disproportionate reaction always contain an element that can exist at least 3 oxidation states. Clear? One of the reacting substance in a disproportionate reaction always contains an element that can exist at least 3 oxidation steps. Clear? Okay, I am giving an example, then it will be clear to you. Suppose disproportionate reactions H2O2, it will form H2O plus O2. Clear? 2H2O, 2H2O2, then it is 2H2O, 2 to the 4, 2 to the 4, 2 to the 4, 2 to 4, okay. So, in this reaction, you have to find out the oxidation number. In earlier, you have find out the oxidation number of hydrogen, oxygen, oxygen, oxygen. Whatever you can find, okay, that will out here, in this case, oxygen number of out here will be what, and this will be what? Say it will be -1. Why? And it will be +1. Most of the students feel that it will be +-2. But what I told, in peroxide, it is hydrogen peroxide, the oxygen will be -1. It will be, all of you made a mistake. Don't mistake. Check yourselves. Okay? And in this case, this is -1. Out here oxidation, it is -2, and out this it will be, in case it is 0. Clear? Oxidation number, just check it. -1, -2, -0. So from here to here, and then again here to there, -1 to -2, decrease, that is oxidation number decrease, that is it is reduction. In this case, -1 to 0, oxidation number increase. So it is reduction, it is oxidation. Increase means oxidation, it is oxidation, it is reduction, it is reduction. So the same what I told earlier, an element which undergoes oxidation reduction, that is oxidized and reduced. Here oxidation is simultaneously reduced and oxidized, and this element within the compound oxygen, it has 3 oxidation state, that is oxidation state of oxygen equals to -1, -2, 0. These are the 3 oxidation state, different states of oxygen. So this is the example of disproportionate reaction. Clear? So many examples are there. Oxidation number of something you can take in so many examples are there, but there are some exceptions. Among halogens, I have told earlier, halogen F does not show a disproportionate reactions. It reacts with water and produce oxygen, but it does not show disproportionate reactions. Suppose I am giving the examples out here. All halogens, chlorine, bromine, iodine, all shows the disproportionate reaction, but exception is fluorine. Fluorine do not show disproportionate reaction. What is this? So fluorine does not show disproportionation reaction. In this reaction, what you see, this is the fact. This is because of the fact that fluorine can never exhibit positive oxidation state. Only -1 and 0 oxidation state are possible for fluorine. So here I draw my N out here. Thank you. Next I will discuss about the valence of oxidation number.